welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me at CGB, and today's video is sponsored by Wizards of the Coast. Today we are playing a black and white sacrifice deck on the ladder. Kygnus has done a 5-0 in a Magic the Gathering online league with this deck in best of 3, and it looks like it has all the bones of an excellent best of 1 deck. It brings together several new cards from Lost Caverns of Ixalan with a few of the established sacrifice cards to create kind of something new. It's a little bit of life gain, it's a little bit of sacrifice, and it's a bit of beatdown. So among the new cards are the Bartolome del Presidio, and this is a 2/1 legendary vampire knight that says sacrifice another creature or artifact to put a +1/+1 counter on this card. Wow, they haven't made an open-ended sack outlet that grows, especially at 2 mana, in a really long time. And this is just an uncommon. So you know that there's probably some archetype that wants this. When you combine it with cards like Ellis Ilkor, Sadistic Pilgrim, who drains the opponent every time a creature dies, you get some reach, some ways to deal damage without getting in the red zone. On top of that, we have Vran, Executioner Thane. We've got all these cards, these legends coming together from multiple sets to create the shell of this sacrifice deck. On top of that, we have a vehicle out of Kamigawa, an often forgotten one, Mukotai Soul Ripper. This is a very good card that dodges sweepers like Sunfall and cards like Go for the Throat to get in there and deal menacing damage. It also gives you a sack trigger to continue to grow. But the coolest new card for me is Amalia. Amalia's ability to explore every time you gain life is kind of incredible. I really love the value it produces, and it also throws things in the graveyard where perhaps we get them back with our 4 copies of Extraction Specialist, which do a great job of keeping cards like Vran and our sacrifice outlet Bartolome and Elas Ilkor on the battlefield. Sanguine Evangelist is 2 and a white for a 2/1 Battlecry Vampire Cleric. When it enters the battlefield or dies, you get a 1/1 bat. That is both, because of the Battlecry ability, a lot of power and a lot of triggers of creatures entering and leaving the battlefield in one card, and it's nice to see it find a home here. I'm really excited to play these cards, and we're going to dive in, but before we do, I just want to let everybody know that the MagicCon 2024 schedule has been announced. I went to every MagicCon in 2023, and I have gone on record as saying as long as there's a number like 3 or 4 a year, I will keep going to all of them wherever they are in the world. It's absolutely the most fun you can have in a weekend of Magic the Gathering. And in this particular MagicCon schedule, we've got Chicago, very close to where I live in Michigan, in February 23rd through 25th. So get ready for that one. That's the next one coming up. After that, Amsterdam on June 28th through 30th. I'm going back to the EU, baby. And Las Vegas, Nevada. MagicCon returns to Las Vegas on October 25th through 27th in 2024. So make your arrangements, get your scheduling ready. I hope to see you guys at a MagicCon in 2024. Thank you to Wizards for sponsoring this video. Now let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. Veterans and Crawling Chorus and Evangelist. I have no idea if it's good. It seems fine. Well, what's Mono Red gonna do? It's not Mono Red. What am I gonna do? On the draw against what's probably ramp is just kind of terrifying. Deck is so good. Seed of Hope, though, makes me wonder what's going on. Need a basic island to hand. Oh. Send out the 2/2 Death Touch. I've got tons of life gain triggers, but I don't think that's what's going to be relevant here. What's relevant here is damage. Founding the Third Path. I'm guessing you mill yourself? Because you're definitely some kind of a weird deck. Ah, you're casting Virtue for free. Okay. All about that mill, and I'm all about missing land drops. Okay, well, I gain life. Don't know what their deck does yet. So chapter 3, exile an instant or sorcery and you may cast it. I mean, Seed of Hope, maybe? Okay, I feel like I'm just seeing the same cards over and over. They're doing a good job flipping their deck upside down, and there's a portal to Phyrexia. I feel like I have no way to reasonably interact with any of this. But I have life. So this must be the card. What is the card? It's a new card, and it lets them reanimate a permanent from their graveyard if there are that many permanents in their graveyard. New card names are hard. They have Nissa. Nissa's something. It feels like so much is happening and nothing feels like it's actually happening. Draw 2, discard 2. Okay. Then what? Meanwhile, I have no third land and they've seen more than half of their library. Hey! Pretty sure that's the right play. And then we just go in and they lose life because stuff dies and we gain life and trigger, 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 trigger. Invasion of Tolvada. Okay, that also does this thing. Congratulations, you lost 3. Still low on mana. Really want to get the Vron going. Really want to get this going, but so low on mana. The opponent's going to reanimate our Lunarch veterans, which is frustrating. I guess we have to make bats. Do they have anything to get with Extraction Specialist? Yes, they do. So we don't want our Extraction Specialist to die. Keep going. Do they have a Thassa's Oracle? What is this? I don't think there's anything like a Thassa's Oracle in the format. If their deck is gone, they lose, right? So when this transforms, what happens? Creature tokens get +1/+0 life strength at the beginning of your step, make a spirit. Okay, it's a front-loaded. It's a front-loaded invasion for sure. Oh, they're digging hard for something. And we see one with the multiverses down there. And Squirming Emergence, that's the card that gets it back. I'm just wondering if they can actually kill me. Like, okay, you did it. How do you win? Because I'm gonna gain a lot of life. Uh-huh. So you're gonna keep milling yourself? Is that it? is that the best you can do? Don't want to block here. This is fine. If this dies and they get this, that's pretty bad for me. I should probably just keep revving up for a bigger attack later, right? Because right now they're getting stuff out of the graveyard. Yeah, what you gonna do? Just try not to give them a win con. If they can't kill me, I think I win, right? They have 17 cards in their deck. That's still a lot of turns, but it's not like I'm low on gas. They do get stuff every single turn, which is going to be a lot to deal with. Sure. The Nissa is concerning. They do have 2 forests.
Until the invasion begins.
And once they give their things trample, it could be very bad.
I never fight alone.
Uh-huh. $23 health. Vran. Gotta get Vran down with a sack outlet. If I draw a land, these 2 coming down would be huge. Soul Ripper. Ah! It's useless. What is up with my mana? My mana? Alright, play you. Dare I attack? If I attack and they block, that's fine, right? Maybe it's really supposed to be these? Now we could Battle Cry, but if these die and they get those back, it's so much worse for us.
Not be silenced.
Our draw would have been good against another like full-on creature deck. Against a combo deck, they got to do whatever they wanted while we just couldn't find land. So we couldn't put together an aggressive enough game plan to do anything. Their deck's interesting. It does seem soft to me. I need to see something that says I win the game for sure once they get to this point. Because right now they have a lot of this. Now they should be attacking. They should be trying to force trades because they get to keep getting stuff out of the graveyard. They should definitely be trying to force trades.
Must be nurtured.
Yeah. Yeah, this is okay, but it's not, in my opinion, aggressive enough. I kind of want them to mill themselves more. So if they get an extraction specialist and mill themselves a little more, maybe that's what's best for me. Let's get you out of the graveyard. Yep, get you on the field. Sacrifice the might. Can't block, so we want these triggers. To 52, pass turn. Yeah, you see they're trying not to get their Wayfinder. Two Elks, though. Those Elks are really good threats if they have the time to use them. With 11 cards, they should. They should win this game. I'm just still waiting to see if they have any other kind of sure thing, because our deck's done almost nothing to them. Nothing. And I mean nothing to them. We haven't interacted with them in any way, any meaningful way this game. All right, they use Titan. Titan's pretty good. They should definitely just minus the Nissa here and win. The bonus is, well, I don't know. Could I take it? I'm at 52. Now, let's see. Not doing it yet.
Our strength multiplies.
Now they're getting aggressive. It's about time. It's about time. Now we can block the veterans and then cast them out of our graveyard. What else are they attacking with of ours? Not much. All right, so veteran and veteran. That part, I think, handles itself. Big creatures. Big creature, big creature, big creature. There you go. I really, really don't want to put the evangelist into a graveyard. Them getting that back with battle cry is scary. This can kill this and they can't get it back. All right. Trigger, trigger, trigger. We're down to 46, baby. Oh, there's a land. All right, let's go for extraction. And Phantom. And since we want them to keep milling themselves, I'll put an extraction specialist in the graveyard for them, because our best chance to win this game is that we have too much life. They don't calculate their attack very well. And they get an extraction specialist, which then mills them some more, and they actually run out of cards by some miscalculation. I think it's really unlikely, but I am kind of having fun trying to solve the riddle and see their whole deck. The Nissa should do the job. It really should. Like, once they give these things a bonus in trample, and they have enough of them that are just huge, I think they can get it done. If I were them, I would just target the elk with everything and leave the extraction specialist. But we'll see. Because the wayfinders are gone. Okay, they do just get a free specialist here with no other trigger. Okay, I'm good. Without down three creatures, there's no way I'm actually going to compete with that. So they run a second portal. Cool deck though. Joker always plays Esper Control. On the draw is really bad, but the vehicle might be a problem. We'll give it a shot. Joker has played Esper Control every day of their life since I think before pandemic. Uh-huh. We'll see how they came prepared for some soul ripping. Does Vran say another creature? When one or more creatures you control die. Well, we drew this card. Let's try it. Trigger. Cool. Let's rip some soul, baby. Do I sack here? I don't think I do. I think there's a decent enough chance they have some kind of removal. Yep, they do. They run saw blades. That's fresh content. Del Presidio. Bartolome. All right. Also a Vran. Sack outlets online. Battle cry. They take it all. Memory deluge. Go ahead. I wish this deck could pick on the graveyard just a little. I think they're going to sweep the board. If that's true, we want an extra Vran trigger here. So we'll sack this before end step, because Vran only triggers once a turn. Now we just whittle down the squad to the point where they're only getting a Bebe. Runelurker Bat, huh? Let's recover the Vran and put out the Bat. And too bad we don't have a sacrifice outlet here. And we'll see if they just have double Sunfall, like a true pro should. And that's enough Magic the Gathering for me. Why the double? Why? On the play. The opponent's doomed now. Plus we have Amalia, which is a card I really love to play in this deck. Vran. All right, who goes first? Sadistic Pilgrim, you're first. The Bat. Don't ruin my hand. Let's see what they take, though. It's kind of interesting. Whoa, the Rite of Oblivion, huh? Yeah, I guess you should take the removal spell most of the time. Let's get our exploration cooking. Fill the graveyard a little. Oh, we'll keep a removal spell. I see a Bat. I know that removing opponent stuff can be good. Owie. More Bats. Mana open. Mana open, huh? In response, nothing. Love this. Love all of this. Get me those lands. Get me those lands, baby. The value. Okay. Combat. Swing. A virtue. Sure. That was my life gain source, and that hurts a bit. Let's get back our Rite of Oblivion. We're ready for their Sheldred or whatever they want to play this turn. Wedding announcement. Bat holds back. Here's a Vran. Combat. Battle cry. It's a lot of damage. You're gonna need to block. That's a ram trigger. Get me those lands. All right, what else can we do? Rite of Oblivion right now could take out the wedding announcement. I think that's totally fine. It's not going to give us a brand trigger because we already had one. Also not a bad play. So that's what this deck does. Man, when it rolls, it rolls. Trespasser. Ooh! Opponent with a good recovery here. Probably the two best cards they could hope for. It's a legendary. At 8. They take it. So this won't transform, but it can attack. If we play this, it will create a Vran trigger and drop the opponent to 1. And then if a creature of ours dies, they lose. Soul Ripper? Pretty good card. Better than a land. Can't target Amalia because that would cause them to pay 3 life. They can get up to 2 with an attack of the Trespasser. They can get up to 4 with Event, but they can't really do much of anything that's going to keep them alive, and that's game. That going first thing was fun. Can I do it again? Yeah! None of our good 2-drops, though. I don't know that this hand is good. I'm going to try it. We've got removal, and we've got enough land to do things. Our top decks are live, but if we draw like 3 more lands, and you know how the shuffler is, this game is going to be over fast. One land. And I get infected. Questing Druid on the battlefield. Ooh, that's a card. Keep plinking away. I'm not that afraid of Questing Druid yet. Let's get out the Evangelist. See if anybody respects the bats. So it's that explosive version of red-green. We gotta keep Picnic, Ruiner, and Cacophony Scamps off the battlefield mostly, and we should be okay. If they want to do extra damage here, that's fine. We go to 12. We draw another land, which is kind of a disaster. See what we can do. They take it all. They're at 11. See what they can do. Ancestral Anger and Giant Growth revealed. They're at 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're dead. We have to do this for the +1/+1 counter on our turn. We have to do this to stay alive. They have to kill the evangelist. They do see it. Okay. They do see it. Maybe I shouldn't have counted it out. I kind of gave it away. All right, I've got 7 now. 7, 8, 9. Crap. Wait, 10. It's there. It's there. New cards. Give me a minute to figure out my new cards. Yay, sacrifice lethals. I know how those work. I do them all the time. I'm so good at them. Everybody tunes in to see me good at sacrifice lethal. At least I didn't miss it. We'll take them. We're going for the 3-2, the 60% win rate. The best you can realistically hope for in an established standard from any decks. Let's do it. And this looks like maybe we finally get some mono red. Mono red always loves to go and hide as soon as you bust out a life gain deck. But maybe we'll get him here. His hand is great, especially if we draw a land. Ah, ramp. Fine. Let's see how fast we can go. Bin. I've got a plan. You see it, don't you? Just don't leyline binding me on turn 2. Don't do that cheaty stuff. Okay, cool. Great. Love that. Although the hesitation makes me think they could have bindinged. Yeah, we keep that. Opponent at 13. Of all the things that this deck is good at, it's not going to Sunfall me next turn. It's not going to Sunfall me right now. I've got at least a turn here if they go Topia or Stomper. Okay, tap land. Os. Pay 3 life, that's a big deal. Okay, sweet. Very sweet. How to do it. We attack for 4. Two points from Vran. You go to 4. Bring it back. Your turn, drop you to 2. It better be a depopulate. Dead! Rolled! Wrecked! Destroyed! I'm guessing they had the ossification and they were choosing whether to play Os or Beanstalk and they let Amalia live, and I bet they learned a lesson. We actually went 3-2 with this life gain aristocrat style deck, and maybe it shows some promise. The games we lost were the first 2 games we played with it, and they were also on the draw in weird matchups. So I wouldn't overthink the losses. I actually think there's more upside than downside. So look forward to trying this deck some more in the future.